Today is day 40 of memorising the entire Gospel of Luke until my wedding day. Did you know that in the Bible, God was justified? Now we need to remember that words like justified, grace, or faith have specific theological meanings, but they can also be used in their ordinary sense. For example, faith can mean specifically trusting in Jesus to save you from your sins, but on its own, faith, or the Greek word pistis, simply means to trust or have confidence in something. Likewise, grace can mean specifically God's unearned favour toward human beings, but on its own, the word just means kindness or general favour. Anyone can show grace to anyone. Similarly, the word justified in the narrow theological sense means to be considered righteous in the sight of God because of his grace which is accepted through faith. But the word justified, or in Greek dikaio, simply means to consider or declare something as right or true. For example, in Luke 7:35, wisdom is justified by all her children. In other words, the fruits of wisdom show us that wisdom is right. In the same chapter, in verse 29, God is justified in the eyes of men after they heard Jesus' preaching. Of course, God wasn't justified in the same sense that we are. God is and always has been good. But he was justified in the sense of having his goodness recognized by the people because they were receptive to Jesus' words. But it's useful to remember that these deep theological words also have ordinary meanings that people used in a variety of ways. Another example of this is 1 Timothy 2:15, where Paul says, "Women will be saved through childbearing." Of course, the word saved here is being used in a different sense. If you're interested, I'll point you towards Mike Winger's 11-hour video on 1 Timothy 2, verse 11 to 15, where he goes over this in a little more depth. Anyway, God willing, I will see you tomorrow, and God bless.